I just wanted to come on and show you how to make an 8x8 custom album using the pre-designed options that you have in the actual Creative Memories website. So the first thing you have to do is sign in. I'll sign in there. Then right up here at the top, once it loads, you're going to click on Get Started. Mine takes a little while to load here. And then you'll go down to Digital. Again, you have to be signed in for that. You do have two options. One of them is to get custom refill pages. Those are your 12 by 12 pages that you can pre-design and have printed for you. What we're going to work on today is the 8x8 custom paper albums. So we'll click on View Details. Now these are $10 for an 8x8 album. You get about 12 pages in them if you use the back of the inside cover and the inside of the back cover. I think I said that wrong, but that's okay. So you have to say that you have permission to use all your photos and your material that you upload, and then you click on Customize. We're going to do a Christmas demo today. Just know that whatever you name your album, you can't go back and change it once you've named it. And whatever you name it is going to be printed on the paper protective sheet that goes around it that it comes with. So if you're wanting to keep that on and give this as a gift, just make sure you're naming it something that you would want somebody to have their album named. It won't actually be printed on the album itself, just on that paper that kind of protects it when it comes shipped to you. So we're going to start with a blank one. You can upload photos here. Right now, I'm not actually going to put photos in it, so I'm going to skip. You can always bring them in later, and I find it easier to bring them in later. So what you're going to see here is you're starting out with your back and your front of your album. So the back is going to have Creative Memories printed down at the bottom, so just keep that in mind. And then it's not necessarily counted as a page, but when you go to the first page, technically this is page 1, but the ones that I've made, if you put something on the left side, it does print on there as well. So truly you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages plus the front and back. So if you were doing, let's say, elementary school, you could have grades 1 through 5. If you don't want to use those and you want the inside to be left alone, say you want people to write notes or signatures or something, you could do that too. That would make a really cute graduation gift. If you left the inside cover plain and people could write almost like they're signing a yearbook. But today I'm going to show you just how I start designing. I mean, really, it's just a matter of jumping right in. I don't like to do the front at first. I like to get my pages done first, just a personal preference. So I'm going to go over here. You have a lot of options. You can bring in your photos. That's where you would upload photos from your computer. You can write text. So you're just going to add an empty text box. And once you start typing, then you get your options to change your font, change your size, change your color, that kind of thing. I'm not going to put text on this one just as the demo today. You can go to your layout. This kind of gives you boxes if you wanted to preload boxes and have them already sized nicely for you. I'm not going to put photos on this one today just for a matter of time. But for example, if you wanted 2 photos to be lined up nice and down vertically on a page, or anyway, for that matter, this just kind of, you can drag them over and it gives you spots to upload your photos and then it'll automatically size them for you. It's very convenient. I do like it. Again, I'm just not going to put photos on for today. Then you go to your background. So you have a lot of different options in here. If you were doing a school one, you've got the back to school, the annual pack and the designer pack in here. Best in Show is an old cat and dog one. So you kind of just have to play around and see what you like. And don't be stuck to the names of them. I think like Polar Lights, yes, it could be very Alaska-ish, but it could also be winter. It could also be manly. It could also be really cute as a thank you album. So don't necessarily go by what they're called. If you look at the pages, you can have they're pretty versatile. I mean, if you were making an album for a guy, or if you were making, just a generic thank you, you just click and drag the pages over. I mean, that could be so cute for so many different things. So don't get stuck on the name of the pack. What I'm going to do is Christmas. So let's see. I'm going to go to seasonal sighting. Oop, I clicked on the wrong one. There we go. Seasonal. Oh, I clicked on pets. Let's go back to seasonal sightings. Oh, there's also holidays. We could pull from that if we wanted to. I'm going to start with seasonal sightings. So again, you have a lot of options. This is the inside cover, and then the first page that would be on the right side. I'm probably going to start off pretty generic. This is where I would do a lot of journaling. This is where I would put maybe the year, a couple family photos. Let's see. I really like that bow. So what you can see is you have a bunch of a little bit more plain pages and then a lot of decorative pages. They're all pretty color coordinated. I love that they give you double page spreads. So I'm going to start off, I really like this bow for some reason. And you just click and drag the paper over and it lines it all up nicely for you. I will say really pay attention to this itty bitty dotted line right here. That is pretty true. It does cut off there. I learned that one the hard way. So make sure you are paying attention to that dotted line and you're not putting anything outside of that. I did one where I had a little embellishment over in the corner and it cut off some words, and that's my fault. The line is there. I just liked to push the envelope a little bit. So don't be me. So I'll show you just maybe a page or two. So maybe on the next page, I'm going to go something like this. And I like things to be matchy-matchy on both sides. Something I've also noticed you don't have to hold true to the left and right. Maybe I want this to be on that side and have my white going in the middle. So you get to play around with it a lot. Let's do another one. I'm going to mix and match some, a little bit more of a crazy print. Then I'm going to find a little more solid. Kind of looks good together. Not sure I'm loving it. That's a little better. So you can do things like that. Then I go down to, you've got border options. I really, honestly, have not used those. I don't know that I would. But you can go to elements and you can find coordinating elements. So I used seasonal sightings. So I'm going to go to seasonal sightings. And you have all these cute little embellishments you can pull over onto the pages. I did one of these albums and I had this as my entire front page. Let me show you how to do that. I used this and I made it super big. And I made that my front page and I put a background on it, a very subtle background. Went to the bottom here. I want to say it was one of these. So that was the cover of my Christmas album. And it turned out pretty cute. So I'll show you on here. We'll go back to embellishments. I'm sorry, they're called elements on here. So you can just kind of just mix and match, see what you like, see if you like how it looks. They do have clear backgrounds, so you can play around with them. Now this is where I was saying be very careful of the little dotted lines because it will cut it off on you. I love these little hearts, super cute. So that's it. It's very simple to pull in your pages and to pull in your elements. If you were to add photos, I can show you adding a photo. It's just not going to be a Christmas photo. Don't know that I have any Christmas photos on my computer. Let me see what I have here real quick. We are going to we'll pull in my headshot. So to pull in a photo, it uploads it right here for you. You just click and drag and move it over. You can move it anywhere you want. You can turn your photo a little bit if you like to have them a little bit uneven. I like to do that. If you wanted to make your photo a background, when you're holding on to it, you just click background. If you do see this little red mark up in the corner, that means your photo is going to turn out grainy. So you don't want to do that. So I would put that one back down. You can crop your photos a little bit if you want to. It's pretty easy to do on here. And that's about it. I'll delete my face off of there. So then if you're going to actually order it, so once I have all my pages done and I'm ready to order, you would just click add to cart. You can preview it if you want. It just takes all that junk off the sides. But this is where you'll make sure you don't have anything cut off. And then you would say add to cart. So it's going to make sure that all your photos are good and you approve to print it. So at this point, there's really no going back. Once you have ordered it, you're kind of stuck with it. Okay, so we're going to agree and add to cart. So then it's going to kick you out, I believe. Yep. So again, they're $10. They come, again, the name that you put on it will be printed on the cover sheet for it, not on the actual album itself. So that's it. And it's into your cart and it comes to you. They're super cute. They're really high quality. I like the feel of the paper. It's thick. It's very, it's rigid. It's going to last. So I actually just gave one to a friend who had her second baby, and her first baby is making a little sister's album right now with her. So they're pretty durable for kids. And if you have any other questions, please let us know.